Hello YouTube, welcome to the Back to Basics weight loss channel. This is Dana, Ms. Dana Dress, and I am your Saturday vlogger. This is Yoki, and she is a toy fox terrier, and she is out here outside with me, and I have to hold on to her or she'll run off while I'm doing a video, I have learned. So we are here on the back patio. Today is Saturday, June 15th, 2013. I can't believe it. We're halfway through June, and in 15 more days we'll be halfway through 2013. So today I thought I would just answer a few questions. We asked for some ideas for topics in the Facebook community for what would folks like to see from Back to Basics vlogs. And there are some good questions, some of which, though, I don't know that I have enough to say to devote a whole video to, so I thought I would pick a few questions and just answer those, or at least give you my opinion on those. So, start out with Neva. Neva asks, hi Neva, how are you? Since the vloggers are from different weight loss surgery backgrounds, is the 5-day pouch test different for each? So I have never done the 5-day pouch test, but I have done a little research on it. And it is my understanding that the kind of copyrighted name of the 5-day pouch test really is the same regardless of the kind of surgery that you've done. The premise behind the 5-day pouch test really is if you have gone off track and you feel like, your pouch is stretched, or you're eating more than you should, or perhaps, your carbs are out of control, really it's about getting back to basics, and it's almost like starting at the beginning of surgery again. So where you really kind of take a set amount of time and, start at the beginning and you cut way back on, the kinds of things that you're eating and go to the very beginning. Now, I haven't done all the research of the plan, etc. And as I said, I haven't done that. But, I do my own little version of a pouch test, I suppose, every once in a while, in the fact that if I feel like I'm getting kind of out of control with too many starchy carbs or too many sugars, I'll go to a day where I really cut back down and try to do, just protein shakes or yogurts, or, I know some other people say they kind of go back to their liquid diet that they did in their pre-op or their immediate post-op. So the 5-day pouch test is a name that someone came up with, the specific steps that take you through, that was really kind of based on their program, but really it's about going back to the beginning. And it's my understanding that it doesn't really vary much, if at all, according to the different background, the different surgery that you had. I think that if you don't want to do the official 5-day pouch test, what you could do is go back to your own post-op. Sorry, my husband's coming out and the dog's going crazy. Go back to your instructions that you got immediately pre-op, and think that through and say, if we're going to start over again, where would I begin? Go back to what your surgeon said, and that's really the same. I think it's my understanding the same thing that the 5-day pouch test is intended to do. So hope that helps, Neva. Barb Adams asked about some recipes for favorite high-carb protein and low-carb dishes, and are some favorite positive things you do or say to help you with your winning journeys. I keep looking for unique recipes to share with you guys, and I promise I'll come back and find some, but really I have not changed the way I cook that much. So I have always done a lot of grilling, and I still grill a lot of chicken and beef And yeah, sausage. We do grill sausage, and I have some of that sometimes. So I still grill a lot. And I, used to do grilled meat and sides. My sides have really changed, I'd say, because my sides aren't so much pasta and potatoes and ricey now. Meatloaf was a staple in my home before surgery. It's still a staple in my home. What I've done to change my meatloaf recipe is I used to use, for filler, breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs. Every once in a while I would use oatmeal. What I do is now I use less filler, and I really always use oatmeal now, because I figure if I'm going to be adding starchy carbs, I want it to be whole grain carbs, and oatmeal is a whole grain. So I really have decreased the amount of starch that I put in the meatloaf mix, and I, have made it a whole grain substitute. And then my meatloaf always had eggs in it, and, onions, and I always kind of just do meatloaf by feel anyway with seasonings and stuff. So, I still do that. I still do meat sauce with vegetables, meat and vegetable sauce. I just don't have the pasta along with it. I still do, tuna salad the same way. I still do tacos, ground beef, and beans. I just don't eat like the taco shell. I have it on a salad, or I put it on a plate with, some beans, or the taco meat with cheese and my guacamole, and instead of sour cream, I usually use plain Greek yogurt. I just don't have the taco shell or the, nacho chips. I still do lunch meats, and I just don't do breads with them. So, I cook by a lot of feel. Oh, I still do like crock pot pulled pork, and I think if you go back to my own channel, Ms. Dangerous, on YouTube, you'll find a recipe that I do for crock pot pulled pork that's really easy. I still do crock pot barbecue ribs. I did do something that I'd never done before the other day. I took 4 I think it was 4 or 6 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They were, can't remember if they were frozen or thawed, don't remember. Put them in the crock pot with no juice of any kind. And Lori's has a chicken fajita mix seasoning. It's in the envelopes with the dried seasoning. I sprinkled that over the top, and I cooked that in the crock pot, and I pulled that out, and I shredded it up, and we used it to make like chicken tostadas with some beans, or a chicken taco salad. And actually I had a guest over, and they said, "This is really good. What did you use?" It was the powdered Lori season mix. So, I'm not I don't cook a lot of main dish proteins by recipe, and I keep trying to find some unique recipes to share with you, so I will keep looking. So hopefully that gives you some ideas, Barb. Favorite positive things you do or say to help with your winning journeys. I love music. I think I've told you guys that before. I love music. I always have loved music. And one of the things that I do is I listen to positive, upbeat music. And I download iTunes songs of ones that I particularly like, but I also have on my phone or my iPad, I have the iHeartRadio app, which is free. I have an app called Fit Radio that is free. I have Pandora that is free. And so I listen to a lot of upbeat music. I often listen to music when I'm getting ready in the mornings. I often listen to music when I am driving. Almost always I'm listening to music when I'm driving in the car. I listen to music that makes me want to dance and move my body. It makes me feel good. And when I'm dancing or I'm moving my body, I'm at the same time in my brain celebrating that freedom that I have now of being 130 pounds less than what I was when I started this journey. I celebrate that my body is not in pain. I celebrate that I can feel the changes in my body. I can see the changes in my body. I celebrate the good things that are happening in my life. So there is not a day that goes by that I do not do something to put positive music in my life. Really, another thing that I do, and this probably doesn't work for some people, you know, I'm a daily wearer. And you really have to know yourself here, guys. You really have to know yourself. I know there's big controversy about being a daily wearer or not. If you're going to obsess over the number, then daily weighing doesn't work. I feel like I don't obsess over the number, but I often throughout the day reflect on the number, and it makes me happy. Part of that is because I've not been stuck for a long time. But, you know, sometimes that number will stop me from putting something in my mouth that I shouldn't have, that I know I shouldn't have. It spurs me to stop. You know, if you're an unconscious eater, which in the past I would say I have been, and I still have a tendency to be an unconscious eater, that, you know, stuff is going in and I don't even really process it. And for me, it's about like putting a stop in between that impulse to put something in your mouth. And sometimes for me, that number on the scale, that memory of what it was this morning, stops me. I don't dwell when it's up on the negative. I try not to obsess about it, but it is a motivator for me. So you got to know yourself. One of the things I love about Janie, Miss Janie here has said, and about what she does, is she yells her number that she wants, or she yells black dress, black dress, black dress, you know, to kind of keep herself away, the positive thing. So that's something I do to help me along my way. Positive thing I do or say, I have a written log. It's in my iPad in the notes, but I have a written log of NSVs and weight victories that goes back for months and months and months. And I just keep it, and I write the date and what it was. And I periodically go back, probably once at least every 2 weeks, I go back and look at this thing. So, you know, I have things like this. 11/6/12, the metabolic syndrome screening measured my waist at 34 inches. On 11/14/12, I hit my mini goal of 212. On 11/17/12, I did hiking, even mountain goat style, which is what I called it because I was going over rocks. On 1/7/13, I restarted line dance classes, and I danced for 2 hours with no problems. So I look at that. It helps me. It helps me stay positive and celebrate. So those are some ideas and some things that I do. I also, you know, watch YouTube and YouTube videos. That helps me stay positive. So, Barb, I hope those are some ideas that will help you along the way. Hopefully some of the other bloggers will give you some more. I hope if other folks have ideas, what you do to stay positive, or for recipes, etc., please share. And I'm almost 15 minutes, so I better hurry up and be done. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. I hope you have a fantastic week. Here is to discovering new things in your journey. Bye.